What's good, people? It's your content guy, Breeze here. First off, I want to thank you for coming over and checking out the channel. What we do here is we highlight the channels that are next to blow on YouTube. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Next up on the roster, we have NBA Cinema. The content on the channel centers around everything NBA, whether it's news, commentary, or analysis. In one video on the channel, they cover A'ja Wilson of the WNBA, saying she could play in the NBA, and her saying she would beat Knicks player Josh Hart in a one-on-one game. NBA Cinema points out that A'ja Wilson isn't even the best female basketball player ever, with most people having Cheryl Miller as that. Then he points out what Cheryl Miller said about playing her younger brother, Reggie Miller, in a one-on-one game, with Cheryl alluding to the game getting ugly fast, with her being on the losing side of things. And this is when Reggie was only in high school and she was in college. NBA Cinema also brings up what Jeff Teague said about the matter, with Teague saying that no WNBA player is beating any NBA player. Teague states that NBA bench players are averaging 40 in high school and 20 in college. Teague says they wouldn't even beat college men players. In another video, NBA Cinema breaks down the drama building between De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk ever since Fox was traded from the Sacramento Kings. NBA Cinema points out the subtle things that could have been perceived as shots by Fox while Malik Monk was being asked about the trade situation. Then he shows the two meeting on the court after the game when the two opposing teams played each other, which he suggests was an unpleasant encounter between the two by the body language of Malik Monk. Then he shows a video of De'Aaron Fox's wife having a heated discussion with Malik on the court. In the video, you can clearly see she's confronting him about something and Malik is defending himself in the exchange. So y'all go check out the great content NBA Cinema's putting out. Next up on the roster, we have Anthony Edwards. The Minnesota Timberwolves star guard recently started back posting on his own YouTube channel. This is great timing too, because the Timberwolves just eliminated the fan favorite Lakers from the playoffs with a 4-1 gentleman sweep. Ant was amazing in the series. He was able to navigate the landslide of things the Lakers were throwing at him and have a stellar series. In the latest video, in the segment entitled Year 5, they revisit some of the past heartbreaks experienced by the Timberwolves themselves and some by the state of Minnesota as a whole. Like last year when the Timberwolves lost to the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals and when the Minnesota Vikings lost 4 Super Bowls in the 70s. This shows the mindset of many Wolves fans. They have excitement about the team, but they still have the taste of defeat in their mouth from so many letdowns in the past. Ant's supreme confidence gives the fans and the organization hope when doubt starts to creep in. Ant's supreme confidence was on full display in last year's playoffs when he went toe-to-toe with Kevin Durant. During the Lakers series, Ant used the media's disrespect of the Timberwolves as fuel for the fire, with most people favoring the Lakers to win the series, even after the Timberwolves were up 3-1. Ant has an undeniable determination to always get better. Co-owners Mark Lowry and Alex Rodriguez speak to this by highlighting different attributes about Ant that make him great. Ant acknowledges firsthand the things he's worked on to take his game to the next level. Ant states that he watches film on Luka Doncic to see how Luka breaks down the defense to create advantages for himself. Ant studies Luka so that he can add attributes from Luka's game into his own game. Later in the video, Ant speaks on the jitters he had during the final moments in Game 5 when the Lakers tied the game, with him comparing the shaking of his body to the hit stick on a video game. In episode 3 of the Year 5 segment, we follow the Minnesota Timberwolves chase to solidify their spot in the playoffs as the season winds down. We also get some background information about how Ant became the man and player he is today and the people that helped mold him. So y'all go check Anthony Edwards out and appreciate the great content he's putting out on his channel. Next up on the roster, we have the GOAT channel. The content on the channel breaks down the NBA landscape into a science, whether it's breaking down NBA trades, specific games, or coaches' game plan strategies. In one video, they anoint Anthony Edwards as a new Kingslayer. The video starts with them pointing out how this sentiment is shared amongst fans, one in particular being Randy Orton. Then they take us on a walk down memory lane, where they acknowledge the Kingslayers that have come before Anthony Edwards. They refer to the rookie Magic Johnson, playing all positions to close the 76ers out in 1980, when a hobble Kareem went down. They acknowledge the 27-year-old Michael Jordan, dethroning Magic Johnson in the 1991 NBA Finals. Then Kobe Bryant, with the lob to Shaq in the 2000 Western Conference Finals to send Scottie Pippen and the Trailblazers packing, and the series-winning shot against the Reggie Miller-led Pacers in the finals. They also acknowledged when LeBron vanquished the Celtics with his 45-point performance in Game 6 of the 2012 Finals. Then they lay out Ant's resume and show why he is considered the new Kingslayer. They point out Ant's duel with Kevin Durant in the 2024 playoffs where he sent KD packing. Then in the next round, Ant took on the defending champs with the league MVP Nikola Jokic. Ant sent the Nuggets packing by averaging 27 points during the series. During the 2025 playoffs, Ant picked up where he left off by making light of the Lakers led by King James in a 4-1 gentleman sweep. Then Ant got rid of Steph Curry and the Warriors in the next round. With Curry getting injured, Ant smelled blood in the water and killed the Warriors' hopes of getting Curry back in a Game 6. In another video, they predict the Lakers pulling off the trade that sent the NBA into a frenzy when they acquired Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. They share some NBA history with us, with them pointing out that 17 players out of the 75 players on the anniversary team played for the Lakers at one point in their career. With the Lakers being big game hunters, the game going global, and the Lakers having the means to acquire Luka, some pundits saw Luka and the Lakers as a match made in heaven. These pundits had no doubt about the Lakers putting forth an effort to acquire Luka. On the other hand, many people thought this attempt would be a failed attempt, and that this was just the Lakers blowing smoke. They point to the things that led many to believe this, citing the recent failed trade acquisitions under Rob Pelinka, going back to Kawhi choosing the Clippers over the Lakers, also Klay Thompson and DeMar DeRozan choosing other franchises. The GOAT points out that even though this is an uphill battle for the Lakers to acquire Luka, it can be done. He leans on the fact that Luka isn't like most international players, stating that Luka is more like LeBron and Wemby, with all of them being looked at as generational talents at young ages. One thing we can conclude about generational talents is that they march to the beat of their own drums. He also points out the good relationship Luka has with Lakers coach JJ Redick. With this prediction coming true, it proves the GOAT to be a basketball scientist. So y'all go check out the great content that's being produced by the GOAT. Next up on the roster, we have Swish Out. The content on the channel covers all things NBA. In one video, he covers how Paul George has ruined his reputation in the NBA, citing things like him being the NBA's biggest finesser, him having no true basketball home, and him literally just talking too much. Paul George has finessed 2 different teams already in his NBA career, and it looks like he's working on a third. While with the Indiana Pacers, Paul George told the fan base that he planned to be a Reggie Miller-like franchise player for them, then requested a trade the following year at the worst time with only a year left on his deal. The trade ultimately worked out for the Pacers, because it was the trade that led to them getting their franchise player Tyrese Halliburton. While with the Oklahoma City Thunder, he had a party saying he was going to stay with Russell Westbrook in OKC. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, him and Kawhi Leonard orchestrated a trade for them both to end up with the Los Angeles Clippers. Thunder fans might still hold Paul George in high regard, only because of what they got in return from him being traded. They received present-day league MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in their trade. Now Paul is with the Philadelphia 76ers. Since being in a Sixer uniform, Paul has had more buzz about his podcast than his on-the-court game, with him playing only 41 games this season. When the Clippers blew a 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets, Paul George stated that internally they felt it was not a championship or bust year, which we knew was a lie. In another video, Swish Out covers NBA takes that age horribly, with him pointing out how everyone thought it would be such a bad idea for JJ Redick to become the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Considering all the things that JJ had to deal with in his first year, he did a really good job. Coaching LeBron is already a task within itself. But along with that, he had to deal with implementing his son into the rotation. Then he had to deal with the biggest mid-season trade we've ever seen, when the Lakers acquired Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. Dealing with all that, he still managed to get the Lakers to finish as third best in the Western Conference. On the channel, he also reacts to the media criticizing Anthony Edwards for shooting more threes this season, with a lot of people saying this was making him easier to guard and that it was a bad look for the game, period. But when you look at the stats, you see that Ant was making these threes. So much so that he's only behind the 2 greatest shooters ever. Also, Ant's great shooting from deep has helped his team offense flow better, considering he now plays with the notorious ball stopper Julius Randle. In another video, he covers how Bradley Beal robbed 2 NBA franchises. So y'all go check out the great content being produced by Swish Out. Alright guys, if you like the content, I want you to like and subscribe. And if you can think of a channel that you think should have made the roster, leave it down in the comment section. Peace.